Vanessa Corbett here from RE/MAX Escarpment Team Logue. Thanks so much for joining us on our webinar series. A common conversation I've been having with many of our clients over these past few weeks is about Canada's immigration plan and how that impacts our local real estate market. So first off, what is Canada's immigration plan? Canada plans to welcome 460,000 newcomers this year and 1.5 million new citizens from now until 2027. It's our country's highest level of immigration. The interesting part is that 88% of these newcomers are planning to reside in Vancouver, Montreal, or Toronto. So before we dive into how it will impact our local real estate market, I'd like to quickly touch on Canada's development plan and how that may also play a role. So as we know, Canada's been combating unaffordable housing for over a decade now, and our developers and pre-built construction units haven't been able to keep up with the demand. So Canada's housing supply released a plan last year stating that for Canada to reach a state of affordable housing by 2030, that we will have 19 million new units built. What they didn't say though was that after releasing the report, experts then did their own study stating that they believe 3.5 million more units will be needed on top of the current projections. And what's really cool about this is that those 3.5 million units, more that are needed, 2/3 of it will be needed in Toronto and Vancouver, which is where 88% of our new residences will reside in. Another thing that I want to talk about to show you the magnitude of how Canada is trying to combat affordable housing and how construction companies are having a difficult time filling with their labor is that across the board right now, there's 1 million vacant positions open in a construction company. And construction companies need to hire 170,000 new workers this year to be able to foster the demand that the government's requesting for new builds from now until 2027. So municipalities have actually reduced restrictions that construction companies and developers used to originally have. So for example, Hamilton 2 days ago released an announcement stating that whether you have a detached garage or you have a laneway, you can finish those into a separate contained living space, and they provide rebates on that. And that's their way of encouraging homeowners that have these properties that can be built as a separate contained living area to go ahead and do so. So bringing it back, how will that impact the local real estate market? We will feel immediate pressure on our renter market, as we'll see increased competition in Toronto, the GTA, even Hamilton, so multiple applicants applying for the same property, as well as increased rental prices. Where we will also see an impact is on our purchasing market 2 to 5 years after newcomers reside here. So typically they don't have Canadian bank accounts, so it's harder for them to get pre-approved. They also don't feel comfortable jumping right into the home ownership as they aren't familiar with the neighborhoods. So we typically see the swing in the influx of new buyers 2 to 5 years after they reside here. So you're probably asking yourself, where are the opportunities that lie? If you're an investor, you know that with the GTA in Toronto at an all-time low right now with rental inventory and rental homes on the market only for 13 days, that you know you'll be able to fill the property, which is good, very few vacancies. And you also know that 2 to 5 years from now, when you have this massive group of buyers jumping in to purchase, you'll be able to ride that appreciation as the demand will be so concentrated and high that property values will shoot up. If you're a seller thinking, okay, great, how can I take advantage of this? Typically, newcomers moving here are looking for options for multi-generational living. So these are features of a home like finished basements, so they have extra living space, bedroom in the basement, full washroom in the basement, kitchen in the basement, walkout space. So these are all features that they typically look for, whether they're looking as a rental or to purchase. So if you're a seller and you have an unfinished space down there, you can add in your bedroom, your washroom, your extra living space, and gain appreciation and a premium value on that product 5 years from now when you decide to sell and you have that massive influx of buyers looking for these features of the home. If you need any more information on this, always happy to chat. Feel free to reach out to us at teamlogue.ca.